Hey everyone, it is DK Watts joining Coach Zeke to give y'all another episode of The Warrior Behind the Beard. And for all of y'all that have listened to our first episode, you kind of know what to expect. I hope you enjoyed the last one. And for those of you who haven't heard our episode or our podcast before, it's a podcast that dives into the lives of every bearded man. It gets to know their successes and their struggles, as well as their life stories and what they hope to gain in the future or what they want to try to accomplish. We have an unfiltered tone here that will hopefully run you through an array of emotions and get you laughing. But for the most part, we hope that you enjoy it. And we're excited that you're here to listen to us. But I'm going to give it over now to my man Zeke so he can introduce who we've got today.
All right, mother cluckers, how's it going? So first off, if you listen to our previous show, you already know this. If you haven't, then I'm going to ask you, no children in the room, all right? Because we are now going to be held accountable to the new words that those precious kids are going to be learning today, all right? So you've been warned. Now, guys, we have a very special guest today. We went all the way across the Atlantic to get this beast of a man, all right? This guy is hailing from Yorkshire in the UK. This is so surprising to me because seeing him on Instagram every day, I would have never fucking imagined that this is his job. He's an external funding officer for the local government, and he has been growing his beard. This is amazing. He has never been clean shaven since he has been able to grow a beard. So that's about over 10 years. It's medium length, but his plan is to go full fucking beard on us. Okay? So this guy, this beast of a man, humongous juggernaut, Mitch Smith, is going to be joining us today, and I'm going to give the floor to him so he can say hello to you guys, and we can have an amazing time together. Mitch, welcome, brother.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. And thanks for all the listeners. I know there's a lot tuning into it and enjoying this show, and I'm honoured to be on it, to be honest.
Oh, we're happy to have you, Mitch.
We are, brother. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. So you've seen Mitch's amazing accent right now. So here's the thing. We got the foreigner, Zeke, whose original language is Spanish. And if you hear me going like, what's that, Mitch? It's because my ears are not ready for all this awesomeness. All right. So that might happen from time to time. My man, Mitch, anything you want to say before I start grilling you here?
Nah, you fire away. I'm ready for it.
Hell yeah.
All right, my brother. We're gonna start here with what brought us all together, obviously, which is the beard. All right.
Yeah.
So I wanna ask you a couple of questions about your beard, and basically, it is amazing to me that you've never been clean shaven.
No,
that
I've
is
never been clean
huge.
shaven.
How the hell did you manage that? That was never necessary in your life.
I don't know. I've just got one of them beards that I think grow pretty fast. I know there's people out there saying it all grows at the same time and all that, but I think mine grows pretty fast, and I've never really got the hang of shaving, so I just left it and kept it trim, kept it neat. I've grown it out now and again. I'm in the process of growing it out again now, and it's just a look I've always had and liked. It's a beard. It's fucking badass, isn't it? There's a lot of guys that I've met on the beard struggle with fucking massive, badass beards. D Watts is one, you're one, some of the other guys, and it's just the look I love. Yeah, so
that's amazing. Yeah, D Watts looked like he has an iron beard. It's that thing is bulletproof.
Nothing gets in, nothing comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You can find stuff from God knows when. So Mitch, I have a question for you. So why grow a beard? What made you never want to shave? Like, besides the fact that it looks badass, what was it that draw you to that?
Well, underneath my beard, I've got a big Buzz Lightyear looking fucking jaw. And it just adds it. It adds it well.
Okay. This son of a bitch, his reason to grow a beard is because he looks too masculine without one. Whatever. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, like what's the guy at Rocky?
Dolph
His
Lundgren,
big massive fucking jaw.
Yeah,
Dolph
yeah.
Lundgren. You know, my jaw's like that, and it's just, you know.
Wow, that's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
So we know you've been growing it for about.
And when I ever do post like back throw pictures of me, you know, people go, Jesus, that's Buzz Lightyear.
You know, we're gonna need one of those pictures, right? We're definitely gonna need one of those.
I might sling one up. I might do a before and after, definitely. Yeah.
Brother, I got a question for you then. So you've been growing a beard for long enough, so I'm sure you have your routine dialed down to a T. I want to know what that routine is to take care of that beastly mane that you have.
Well, when I first started growing it, I never really looked into beard oils or, you know, anything like that. You know, I just grew it out, and it was just, you know, sometimes it was just a big dry mess, you know. And then until I started looking into the products and stuff like that, it started becoming enjoyable to have a beard and looking after it. And, you know, I just keep it well oiled. Use the day and night oil twice, you know, a couple of times a day. I mean, the heated brush, I mean, that's a game changer. I fucking love that thing, man. Because, you know, my beard's, it's a little bit curly, not so curly, but that brush, that really tames it up.
Yeah,
that's brilliant. So, yeah, I use that in the morning and bit of oil, bam. Away.
That's perfect. Yeah, man, I've seen that beard straightener has been a new thing that everybody has been using. It truly is a game changer, man. It makes your beard look completely different.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, until I watched one of the guys' videos the other day of him using it and spraying the heat defense on it, I was spraying the heat defense on and then putting the brush straight on my beard, and it was fucking sizzling and smoking, and it smelled like fucking pancakes. So I thought, what the fuck's going on here, man? And then until I watched one of the guys say, you gotta let it dry. That's when I thought, oh fuck, I've been fucking burning my face, man. Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. So what is it that I mean, being this long that you've been growing a beard, you must have some kind of a secret. So what is the one thing that you do to your beard? Like, for example, me, every now and then I'll just cut every product that I'm using and I go straight to coconut oil for a while. And it does wonders for my beard. What kind of secret do you have like that you do that you've never told anybody?
To be honest, I don't really change my routine up too much, but I always think that the more food you eat, the more your beard grows. I don't know why. If I'm on a bulk diet, I find my beard grows like fuck, and I don't know what it is. I just, you know, I think it's got to be the food.
So you're telling me the amount of food that you eat is basically contributing to your beard gains?
I think it is. Yeah,
you gotta send us that meal plan, brother.
Yeah. So when you're eating to bulk, you're eating to bulk everything. Love it.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Got to, aren't you? You know, I get a lot of questions asked on Instagram, you know, and I don't mind people messaging me asking for advice and stuff like that, but you know, it's questions about how do I bulk up, how do I get big, and it's all to do with what you eat. You've got to eat, and you know you're gonna get a bit of a gut with it while you're doing the process. So it's something you shouldn't be bothered.
Right.
Yeah, I am bothered about getting a bit of a gut while I'm on bulk, and I can flatten it out anytime I want.
So for those of you listening right now, and you don't know Mitch is a juggernaut. This guy is put both my legs together. Maybe you get his arm to give you an idea. All right, it's he could probably grab my head and just squeeze it like a melon. That's how big this guy. Dude, tell me how much do you weigh? Like pure fucking muscle. How much?
I'm nearly 20 stone at the minute. I usually drift between 19.5 stone to 20 stone, so it's around 280 pounds.
280 pounds.
Damn.
You know, 6 foot, just over, yeah, on just over 6 foot frame. So it's, you know, it's kind of, it looks big. It looks big because, you know, I'm not really tall. You know, I'm just over 6 foot. So, but yeah, it's a lot of weight, to be honest.
Makes sense, brother. I mean, those arms are scary, man.
Yeah, I've always had good arms, but my old man has.
Well, I know I'm not fucking with you, so that's for sure.
my old man has always had a really decent arm. I mean, he's 61 now, still training. He's got an 18-inch arm, and my arms have just. I've never had to do loads on them. Just, you know, once a week, and they've blown up to 21 and a quarter inch. So it's
21 is your arm.
Yeah.
What's your dad's?
Yeah.
18 and he's 61?
At 61.
Fuck, man.
At 61, yeah.
That's huge.
Wow.
And he ain't huge. You know, he's not huge. He just carries it well, you know. He's only, 5'9", 5'10". And he's,
That's amazing.
15 and a half stones.
That's amazing.
Yeah. He's not
huge. Man, that's
huge
incredible. The discipline that it must take to carry on to 61 with looking that good, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Kudos to your dad, man.
And I can remember being little and just hearing his weights clanking about. So he's been doing it, you know, well before I was born as well. So he's stuck at it really well, which he's drilled it into me like it's something you can't give up now. It probably, I mean, I don't know how he's going to go on when he has to come finally to give it up, like, but.
Well,
y'all
been doing it for so long. It's a lifestyle. It's not even a hobby now. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So DK, I know you're gonna have some questions about Mitch's job here.
Yes.
Which is amazing to me. I'm Mitch. Before I give you over to DK, this is another thing that it's a personal request from me. I need a picture of you wearing a suit, man. Can I get that?
Oh man, what a pain it is to go get a suit or a shirt, man, for work. It is.
Yeah.
Have you guys got Giacomo over there? Yeah, well, I have to turn to Giacomo to get my shirt, definitely. Extra large clothing, the brilliant.
I bet, dude. I bet.
Because you go to shop to buy a shirt over here, and like, you know, I got a 22-inch neck. You'll get a 22-inch neck shirt off the shelf, and then it's absolutely fucking humongous around your waist. So I have to like get them tailored in and fucked about with, and it's a pain. Even with a 22-inch neck shirt, I still can't button it up properly and breathe.
All right, you take it away, DK.
So you said, I mean, you haven't ever put a razor or shaved your beard. So I'm assuming your work is cool with you having a beard?
Yeah, I mean, the work I do now is totally different from what I was used to. So what I've been doing now, working for local government for about a year. I thought it was going to be pretty strict when I started with them, and they are. But you know, I've seen a couple of the other guys that work there, and they've got medium-sized beards. I ain't seen a humongous one. Anybody who works there yet, so I'm going to be the first. But you know, if they tell me to trim it down, I'll just groom it up a bit. But they don't seem too
as long as you're not letting it go crazy and look like a homeless person.
Yeah. You gotta be presentable with it.
Okay, well, how did you get started with your job, and like, why did you decide to go that path?
Well, I was from leaving school. I was always brought up on building sites, and I was a bricklayer, and I wanted to get out of that game because when I started doing that, there was like a recession in England and there weren't really people building anything. So it kind of fucks us all up for coming out of college with all these qualifications and that. And there was no building sites to go on. So you know, I was always looking to get into fitness full time and stuff like that. And when I lived in Australia for a year, my brother-in-law over there got me into personal training, and I trained in personal training over in Australia. and picked that up. And then when I come back over to England, I carried that on. And I kind of got fed up working in the gym and being in the gym training all the time. I just felt like, I was there, 16 hours a day sometimes, just on the shift and then training as well. So I was getting fed up with it, being self-employed with it as well. So I asked my girlfriend, because she worked in recruitment. So I said to her, look, can you keep an eye out, see if there's any decent jobs coming up? And she said, oh, there's one come up with local government. So she put me forward for it, and I've never looked back. It kind of shocked me because I didn't think I'd be able to do anything like that, coming out of a gym and on a building site and stuff like that, going into sitting behind a desk. I can remember saying to myself, man, I'll never work behind a desk. There's just fucking no way.
Did you have to have that?
So I surprised
Did you have to have that desk made for you especially, as in size?
No.
I just picture Mitch sitting here surrounded by this little people next to him. Brilliant.
Do you know what I love about it though? I can sit at my desk, 8 hours a day, and all I have to do is push buttons and go warm my meal up. And I'm eating, every hour and a half. I just keep eating my meals, sat there eating my meals, wasting no energy. And then when I get home, I've got all this energy to go training. So I fucking love it.
Yeah. So,
perfect.
Well, I know everyone's different. Everyone has different walks of life, but do you ever feel yourself overwhelmed at the job that you do?
Yeah.
Is it ever stressful?
I did it first because obviously it was totally something new to me. But I've never been that kind of person to let stuff bother me like that or worry about stuff like that. I just kind of got on with it and just gone with the flow. And I think that's what's pushed me through it, really. Is just not really caring if I mess up or anything like that. So, but no, it's going well. Like, there's no situation where I do feel overwhelmed at work, especially in what I'm doing now. So I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than anything.
That's good, man. It seems like you have a really great mindset when it comes to your job. Yeah,
you got it. I mean, it was like watching. I don't know if you guys watched it, Jake, the Viking, the other night on the live feed, and he come across with that not caring attitude with what others think of you, and stuff like that. So, and that's exactly my mindset, was just not caring what other people thought of me. I don't care if I fuck up, and they're pissed off about it. You just go again, don't you? So. Yeah, you just got to have that mindset when you're trying something else. Totally.
Other than you having a real focused mindset and you just taking care of yourself, what other quality do you have that might give you an edge in your profession?
Probably because we being local authority, we deal with a lot of just normal day-to-day people, the public, and me feeling as though I am one of them, and I have been one of them. I can easily, relate to them. So I get on well.
Well, and I'm sure you being
facing the public in my role. So, and I'll sit and talk to anybody. It's something I like doing. I mean, I've met so many guys through the beard struggle all over the world who, I've known a month to a month. And I felt like I've known him for ages because he was chit-chatting all the time with him. So it's, it's, I mean, just being able to relate to just normal day-to-day people.
I'm sure you being a personal trainer and you having that history, it's real easy for you to get along with other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you're face-to-face with people all the time when you're personal training and, stepping in front of big groups to run classes and stuff like that. And, dealing with a lot of people who are very self-conscious stepping into gyms because, they're going to a gym and they're already feeling self-conscious about the way they look and everybody else is walking around, and they don't realise that everybody else is feeling the exact same way. So he's got to learn to get on with it. You know what I mean? It's working in the gym really did bring a lot through with me into this role. We're dealing with people.
And I work a little bit half and half in an office setting now, so I know some funny shit happens in the office. So what's the funniest story that you can remember that's ever happened to you at work?
Remember, dude, don't get fired over this.
Well, to be honest, because I've been in this role, a year. Not loads has happened in this role yet, so I'm still finding. I'm still finding my feet
or
in
as a
places.
personal trainer. You don't have to drop a name.
Yeah, a few things have happened being a personal trainer, but one funny moment was he was one of my best mates, to be honest, Johnny, and he worked in the sales part of the gym. And he has these. Have you seen them big holes they have in their ears?
Yeah.
The stretch around these rings. Yeah. Well, he had one of them, and he had them quite decent size. And I'd gone up behind him with this padlock that we used to padlock the lockers with, and slung it through his ear and clicked it shut. And he was like, he kicked off because it was one of the padlocks we didn't have a key for. So he's got this box and he's rooting through this box of keys, these spare keys, and he's trying every fucking key in this padlock in his ear. And I'm laughing like fuck. I couldn't get over it. And it was like, I can't believe you've done it. I've got loads of sales appointments tonight. I've got fucking loads. And all night he's rooting around for this key and he's doing sales meetings and that. And he's just stood there with this big giant padlock just pulling his ear down.
So this guy is closing sales at the club with a padlock on his ear expansor.
Yeah, what fucking professional at all, man. But we tend so in the lockers you're not allowed to leave a padlock on overnight. We cut padlocks off, and we've got these bolt cutters, and they're like 5 foot tall, the big hefty ones. And I was like, Johnny, look, the only way I'm going to get off you, mate, is we're going to have to cut it off. And he was like, fuck that, you're not fucking using them on my ear. So I said, look, I can't lift them right up there to keep them steady and cut. You're going to have to lay down, and I'll have to just go for it. So anyway, he lays down, and I get the bolt croppers on his ear, and I'm worrying myself. I'm thinking, fuck, man, these are massive. These are going to take out my ear. And just as I'm about to push down and cut it, he goes, fuck this, and jumps up. He was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. so he just left it the rest of the night with his fucking padlock on his ear. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, man.
But how do you get it off?
Thankfully, he's a good mate of mine. So. Well, the thing is, I hid the key in me. I had it in my pocket all along.
You asshole!
In it for about 4 hours.
I love it.
So just as I'm about to go home and leave my shift, I was like, "Oh, Johnny, you tried this key?" And I tossed it at him, and he looked at me and was like, "You fucking bastard!"
So you had the key in your pocket, and you made him close his sales with a padlock in his ear.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking brilliant.
So, no, that is hilarious. I bet he hated you.
I took a video of the full thing. I'll have to upload it one day. It's funny. He's marching around the gym asking all the other trainers, "Do you know where the keys are? Do you know where the keys are?"
Well,
but I used to love working at the gym. It was a laugh. There was some good lads. Even the members, training with the members, and it was just the whole thing was brilliant. But it just that's where it did get overwhelming, was being there all the time. If you know what I mean. So.
Well, what advice would you ever give to someone looking to get into that same type of field, being a personal trainer or with what you do now?
Well, being a personal trainer, you've got to be passionate about it, and you've got to love working with other people. And there's a lot of people out there wanting to better themselves, and you've got to push them to do that, because there's a lot of people out there who just won't. They ain't got the motivation, so you need to give them the motivation. And that's why I like Instagram, because there's so many people on there, training or with no motivation at all. And even if my posts just motivate them a little bit, is what I like. So I like doing it through Instagram. Getting people motivated with it. And, personal training, if you're going to go into it, that's what you've got to be. You've got to be passionate about it. But don't be scared to go for a change. I mean, I would have never thought I'd have jumped from a personal trainer to working behind a desk. And I didn't think I'd enjoy it. And I did. And, I just went with the change, went with the flow. And I've never looked back. So And I did it at a late age as well, because it's quite a career change. You know, 30, what was I, 31? I'm turning 32 this year. So when I first started personal training in England, I was 30. And, you know, it's quite late to change your career at that age. A lot of people think, oh, it's too late to change it now, I'm too old.
Yeah.
And it's not. You know, you can change it anytime if you're willing.
You know what? That is so true, because it is a thing of nowadays how they're saying that people change careers a lot more, and 30s is kind of the place where that happens, right? And if you haven't changed careers,
you know, that age you find yourself, don't you?
Yeah, you haven't changed careers 3-4 times in a world like today. That is not strange. It's not strange to change careers 3-4 times, and especially when you're navigating your late 20s, early 30s, finding yourself. There's so many options nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think that, you know, between 30 and 40, I think that's when you really find yourself, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You find out who you are, what you're about. I mean, you know, it's that I've felt more comfortable late 20s and 30s and confident in going to anything, whether early 20s and stuff like that. It's, you know, I was a totally different person.
Well, I got bad news for you. I'm cruising my late 30s and still have no fucking clue, man.
I was surprised when you told me. I was surprised. I was surprised. I was surprised, DK, man. There's no way I would have thought he was younger than me.
Mitch, you told me I was 38 or 39. What are you talking about?
How old do you think I am, Mitch? Oh,
well, I thought you was mid-30s.
Only a...
Yeah. Well, that's the beard, isn't it? That's what beard does to you. Beard does make you look older, isn't it? I said
well,
mid-30s,
for everyone listening, I'm 27.
I know we'd get it.
Yeah, how old are you, Mitch?
32.
I'm 31 now. I'm turning 32.
Oh, well, there you go. Well,
yeah.
You're kind of in between.
Yeah, but no, you're right. That is what a beard does to you, man. It adds on years, dude.
I look fucking 12 without my beard.
We all look like a clan of little Viking children if we all shave our beards.
I'm going to post your WhatsApp photo.
Except Mitch. He looks like Buzz Lightyear without the beard. Yeah, I had to grow a beard because I look too masculine without it. Fuck off, Mitch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Buzz Lightyear looks masculine.
Well, I'm going to give it over to Z.
So, Mitch. Yes, sir. So, Mitch, I got a couple of questions here. I'm going to be talking about your family life, my brother. So,
all right.
You've told us you're not married. You mentioned you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I'm not married.
Tell me a little bit about that relationship, brother.
Yeah, so I've been with my girlfriend 9 years now. A lot of people joke, say 9 years, that's a long time. Why are you married yet? And we've just never been the type to. I know Amy probably wants to go get married, but to me, it's just I'm that chilled out with it. You know, it's just not something I want to. I want to do it eventually, of course I do, but I'm not into just going out and doing it, if you know what I mean.
Do you need us to hide the link to this
everybody
podcast?
Thinks that I'm going to do it on the 10th year.
Yeah, well.
No, she knows.
That's sweet, man. So I'm assuming you don't have any kids.
No, we don't have any kids.
All right. Do you have any plans to have any, man?
Yeah. I mean, we've got an house together. We bought a farmhouse cottage thing with a bit of land, and we're currently doing that up. And with the COVID-19 situation at the minute, that's put it on hold at the minute because we can't do it out. We're all in lockdown over in the UK. So, but once we get that done and we get moved in, you know, settled in for a year or two, you know, we'll probably look at it. I mean, I'd love kids. You know, I've got a niece and nephew who live in Australia, and I miss them to bits. And you know, when they're over here, it's brilliant. I love them. So, yeah, awesome. definitely interested in having kids later on.
Sweet, man. Oh, yeah. Sweet. So you've been together with your girlfriend for 9 fucking years. Man, that's a long time. I mean, my longest relationship is my wife, and we've been together for 7 years. And I better not stutter while I say that because she's walking around here.
She's got some guns on her as well. I've seen.
Oh yeah. Oh, she can totally kick my ass. No, 100%. I better keep myself in line. But so 9 years. That's a long ass time. So I'm sure you have amazing stories with your girlfriend. I want to hear the funniest story that you have with her.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty that come to mind, but one what's always stuck in my mind is when we first got together. I think it was in the first year, 2 years, I don't know, something like that. And we didn't live together at that time. And she'd been messing around with her email address on her iPad and on her mum's iPad. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was messing around with something. And later that night, I FaceTimed her, and I didn't know. Obviously, I thought it was going to go through to her. And all of a sudden, her mum pops up on the screen, and she just starts screaming, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh,
and
shit.
I was laid there in my boxers on the bed. I know, and I was trying to scramble to turn this fucking thing off. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And she got him his phone, so I don't know what's going on. So I managed to quickly turn it off, and then text me a few minutes later, like, "What are you doing? What was you doing?"
So you said I think I missed that part. Yeah. Were you like butt naked or wearing some underwear?
No, I was butt naked. Okay. I was in my boxers.
Oh God. Well,
but it was still a shock to her mum.
That broke the ice. So at least she was startled and she wasn't like, "Oh, hi, man.
Yeah,
let's keep talking."
Yeah, exactly.
That would have been even worse.
Awkward.
Yeah.
So tell me what Mitch, in this 9 years, long ass time, right? I'm sure you guys have gone through a lot. Yeah. You guys lived together in Australia, moved back to the UK. Yeah. Gone through a lot of things. What is the biggest struggle that you guys had together?
To be honest, it was finding an house of our own and being able to afford one on our own. You know, because we moved about a bit, like going to Australia and coming back here, and not really having permanent jobs and stuff like that it was a struggle. But now we're both settled into a job we like, and you know, we both managed to buy this. You know, it's a dream house to me and Amy. We didn't think we'd ever get anything like it for our first house. We're so lucky to get it, like, especially with the amount of land it's got, and it's just out in the country where I want to be. Nobody around me. You know, I love that setting, and just getting that is took the struggle away, because that's all we've ever wanted, really. It's just an house together, and now we've got one. And it's a dream one. You know, we see this house as having it for life. So, yeah, we're looking forward to getting in it. We thought we'd have been in it by now, but with this situation with this, it slowed us down. But, you know, we're not in no rush. But, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can't wait to get in it.
So that's pretty much, it kind of cruises into my next question, because my next question was, where do you see yourself in the next, I don't know, 2, 3, 5 years with the person that you're with right now? So it's that settled in that beautiful piece of property.
I'm not one for setting plans. If I go setting plans, then we'll start writing them down if you listen to this.
Like you said in Zeke and Dakota's podcast that we were going to do.
You two are fixing me to get in trouble. I know you are.
Yeah, you said we're gonna get married, and then you said we're gonna have kids, and then you said you're in trouble now, buddy.
I never.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
No, yeah, we're just looking forward to getting in the house and spending a year or two in it by ourselves and just chilling in it, and then you know we'll plan other stuff, I'm sure. But at the minute, we've always been this couple where if we go on holiday, we'll book a no-kid resort and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just don't like... I don't like being around kids. Kids don't like being around me.
Boy, you're fucking scary. What do you expect?
The only kids I like being, I mean, my niece and nephew, I love them. You know, I'll play with them all day, and you know, it's just that bit of fun with it. But I can give them back to my sister. So, yeah. That
is a very good point, because that's pretty much me too.
Yeah,
it's nice when you can give them back.
Yeah.
All right, so now that we got the serious shit out of the way, we can move on into the interesting stuff.
Oh, no.
So, Mitch, I want to ask you, from a scale from 1 to 10, how fucking weird are you? What do you got that makes you weird? You got to justify this answer. You can't say 10 and then just give me something weak, okay?
Well, hopefully, I think I'm coming across pretty normal, but I know I'm not. and my close friends would probably say I'm a big fucking 10. So, you know, I'll give myself a 9.
All right.
Yeah, a 9, yeah.
Justify that 9. What makes you that 9 weird?
Man, this will get me in trouble. Shit, fucking like this, you know what I mean? You can't justify a 9, man, on here.
I'm going to be honest with you. Following you on Instagram, I can kind of see where that 9 comes from. You come out with the weirdest shit every goddamn day.
Oh,
what's up with that spatula, man?
Oh yeah, I don't know that fucking I mean, that's took off big time on it. I mean, it started with, because obviously I was getting a lot of questions with people saying, "Oh, what do you eat?" and you know, how do you bulk up and all that. And you know, I was just like, you got to eat. And to get my point across, I was trying to show people how many times I cook a day. And the spatula was in my hand one day. And everybody was like, "Don't."
I'm gonna try to take credit for this, but I think I was the first one to tell you that it looked like a damn fork in your hand because you were so big.
Yeah.
He's grabbing it with 2 little fingers, just trying to turn his little food around.
Instagram just for that spatula, it would have taken off.
Yeah, Instagram account. I can't believe how it's took on. Man.
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it? It's a fucking spatula. Fuck, man.
It took off, man. You even got me doing the spatula. So tell me, what are you a master of, or you're really good at it? That is uncommon. That you know, it's not very usual to see someone being good at this. Do you have anything like that? It's fine if you don't. You can pass.
Yeah, it's an hard one because I don't know really. I don't know. I'll pass on it. I'll think on it. If I think of something, I'll tell you.
All right, now what do you absolutely suck at? Like it's embarrassing how bad you are at this.
Yeah, I mean, it is embarrassing when it happens, but so if it's fucking bad, that I know. Yeah, it's horrible. So when somebody really, really hates themselves, I cannot hold my laughing. It'll come out. It'll just, you know, I find people. If somebody gets there, I've got to laugh. I don't know why. It just comes out. And I don't know if any of you guys know, but I do a little bit of mountain biking in the summer. There's a bunch of us, and we go, you know, out and about on the mountain bikes and stuff like that. Uh-huh. And we took a friend out who'd never really been riding before, and we went to a pretty steep place where we was. You know, there's some big fucking drops there and everything like that. And we was trying to guard him, like what not to do and stuff like that. And if all of a sudden he starts flying down this fucking hill, and I'm watching him at the top, and I'm like, holy fuck, what's he doing? He's going so fast there. And all of a sudden he just flies off the edge of this fucking drop, and his bike just like started doing a forward flip, and then I just lost vision of him because he'd landed down the drop. And I was like, fuck. So I went riding down, and I'm fucking laughing my head off while I'm riding down. And then I get to him. He's absolutely fucking wiped out. His bike's fucking wiped out. He's KO'd. He's, you know, it's one of them where he's on the floor and he's and I couldn't stop laughing. Anyway, I brought him round, and we're all stood round him and trying to bring him round, and I was like, I just couldn't stop laughing, and I said to said to him, I've got to get a photo of this. So I did a selfie, and my mate's behind me, and he's like on the floor, blood on him, dirt all over him, and he's pale as fuck. He'd just come round from being knocked out, and I'm just there with a big grin on my face, with him behind me on the floor.
Oh my God, what a dick. So this guy's knocked out on the floor, and you're just taking selfies with him.
Jesus.
It makes me giggle every time I think of it. But anyway, he went to hospital later that night, and we didn't even fucking realise, but he broke his wrist, his collarbone, bruised his ribs. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. I mean, I know it was bad because, you know, when he sat up, it was pretty fucked up. Like one of his shoulders was hanging down and stuff like that. But he come round. He was all right. He had a bit of an operation on his collarbone and that. But yeah. I mean,
hold on. So does that increase? Does that increase how funny it is to you? The more fucked up he is.
Well, it is, yeah, because a couple of days later, his girlfriend posted a picture in the lads group chat, and he was just laid in this hospital bed feeling sorry for himself, and I couldn't get over it. I was like, I couldn't believe the first time he'd come out and he'd done that to himself.
Oh my God. Yeah. That is funny, dude. I'm never falling in front of this.
I mean, it's embarrassing though sometimes when somebody gets hurt and you can't help but laugh at it, and they get mad at you, and you laugh even more at them because they're getting mad.
You're bleeding on the floor, and Mitch is taking a selfie and sharing it in his story instead of calling 911. That's the kind of friend this guy is. Holy shit.
Oh, that's good.
I drove his van back home for him. Fucking hell.
Well, very nice of you. All right. So, next question. If you had your choice of a superpower, what would it be?
Yeah.
This is always a fun one. Remember, you got to justify why.
I've got to justify why. Probably.
It's funny when people say, "I want to be invisible." You got to justify that one.
Yeah, I'd want to be able to fly. Yeah, definitely.
Just to be
sweet,
be free.
Flying.
Fly. Oh, yeah. That's cool. So I'm sure Nick had something to say about that superpower last week. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, you fly, but then you're up there. What the fuck are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do up there, man?"
Yeah, but you can go everywhere, can't you? You can go wherever you want. It's just something I think would be cool. It'd be fucking brilliant to be able to do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. That would be and I'm actually between two. That would be one of my choices. Flying would be pretty fucking awesome. But then the other one for me would be like immortality. I would fucking love that.
Yeah, that was my second choice, but I'd rather be able to fly. I don't know why immortality interests me. I'd like to see everything progress, but then I thought you're going to see everybody you know die and all that shit. So yeah, I'd go with flying.
How long have you been with your girlfriend, Mitch? 150 years. Oh, cool. All right. No, I'm not going to continue that joke because I'm going to get you in trouble at home. I'm just going to shut up on that one. All right, I got another one here.
My relationships.
I got another one for you. If you have to choose between your girlfriend and your beard, which scent of beard oil would you use?
Ragnarok.
I've got to go with Ragnarok.
All right.
Ragnarok. Yeah. There you go. That's a good scent.
It's just.
I love how nobody blinks at this question. They're like, no, nobody stops me and says, "No, hold on. I would choose my girlfriend." Come on, man.
No,
no, he didn't say that.
Come on, man.
We made his ass
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Was he stuttering to pick?
It caught him by surprise.
I wasn't even thinking about Amy then. I was thinking of what my favourite scent of the beer struggle oils was. I was going through them in my mind. Amy never even come into it at that point.
All right, brother. So those are all the questions for me. But I know this time my man DK is going to do our man car renewal section.
All right.
So just for the audience here, this is the first time you've heard this show. Basically, what's going to happen right now, DK is going to ask a couple of questions to Mitch to see what his responses are. And then the audience is going to decide whether or not he gets to keep his man card. We're not going to be the ones deciding, obviously. But the audience is going to decide if Mitch's answers merit keeping that man card or revoking the shit out of it.
The only thing I suggest is you go to Mitch's profile and see how big he really is before you vote. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. Find out who you're fucking with before you start something.
This could show the scale of 9 on
no,
the
it's all
scale
good.
of weirdness with some of these answers, I'm thinking.
So I'm gonna and yeah, I mean, I need these answers fast, Mitch, or we'll know you're lying. So first, to kick it off, what is your absolute favorite hobby? Favorite hobby?
Chilling in the garden.
That caught me for surprise. That's in the garden.
For me. Yeah.
Chilling where?
In the garden. I love sitting in the garden, having a cigar.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're good with DK then.
Yeah.
Little Martha Stewart moment there. Cool.
This next one won't catch me by surprise, but would you rather lift heavy weights or do aerobic classes? Yeah, we kind of knew that because you're pretty much a refrigerator with arms. So that's
I have been known to pull a cheeseburger out my pocket every now and again through middle of the session. So,
what is your all-time favorite band? Yes.
Band. That's an hard one. That's a really hard one. Do you know, I'm really enjoying Tom Waits at the minute. I don't know if anybody's heard of him. If you aren't, go check him out. He's got this real gravelly voice, old school. Tom Waits for now. Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to have to check him out.
All right. So whenever you go outside, do you ever use chapstick? Or if it's raining, do you ever use an umbrella?
I use an umbrella on the way to work because if I don't, I've got a white shirt on and it kind of goes see-through when I walk into the office.
Well,
big bearded
I can understand that because I mean it's pretty wet in the UK, isn't it? For the most part.
Yeah, and I look pretty daft with my umbrella as well because I've got to have a golf umbrella.
It's pretty wet in Washington State, and I don't even own an umbrella, so I don't know what you're talking about. But whatever,
What was the last public event that you went to? What was the last public event that you ever went to? Like a concert or a festival or?
Yeah, so it was a festival here where I live. We have a big music festival on the marina. So yeah, that was a big marina music session last year.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, happens every year. It's brilliant.
All right. Do you know?
Yeah.
To change a tire. There you go.
Of course I do. Yeah, I have to change a tire.
Yeah, he doesn't even use a jack. He just grabs the fucking car and takes the tire out. Yeah.
It's weird because I was outside my house the other day and a guy got a flat and there was 2 old blokes trying to change his tire and they jacked it up on a hill and the car slid and come off the jack.
Dang it.
Oh God. Fuck it, yeah. What a night. Right outside.
You were laughing your ass off at that one.
Yeah, it was pretty funny because his hand was underneath it. I couldn't believe what I was saying.
Well, what is your favorite drink at the bar?
At the bar,
Guinness.
It's got to be a pint of Guinness. Pint of Guinness with a chase of spice rum.
Okay.
Yeah, spice rum and Guinness.
That was quick.
Did you see how excited he got with that question? He lit up.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He was like, "Ooh,
well,
bar,
the thing is, I don't really drink. I only drink at events, It's I don't really drink all the time. I'm not one to like have a beer at home often, but if the weather's nice, I'll maybe have one, and events I'll have one. But when I do have one, I'll fucking go all out. You know what I mean?
Do you ever have white wine?
No.
Good.
No,
Trick question, motherfucker. I want to make you fall there.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue this. Who is your favorite Spice Girl? You had an answer.
No, top of my head, Posh.
Wow. That is a horrible answer.
Okay. The popular one, isn't it? She's the most popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The right answer to that was there is no favorite Spice Girl. Who is the hottest Spice Girl?
But Posh.
Well,
okay.
I got it right then.
I'll accept. Posh
but sure
for this.
Zeke will answer because his wife's there in the background with a whip.
Yeah. Usually it. I can't make the boss, man.
Well, I assume most people like to stay away from you in the gym, but do you engage shirt to show your gains to other dudes at the gym?
No, I need to put friends off. I need to put people off lifting and making them laugh. some friends won't train with me because I'm making them laugh all the way through the session, and they're saying it's ruining their gains.
Oh, shit.
I'll just do it. I'll do it on purpose. Yeah.
Okay, we had to put this one in here. Do you manscape? Zeke, help me out.
Do I what?
I don't know why you need my help.
What is it?
Do you manscape? Do you take care of your pubic hair area, brother?
No.
Do you make it pretty for the ladies?
I don't shave it all the way.
He doesn't shave it all.
I don't shave it all. No. Just let it
El natural.
Let it grow.
Well, there you go. That's the manly thing to do, is not consider it at all, but sure, it's fucking manly.
You shave it, you can know you though. You definitely shave.
Not during the quarantine, brother.
You've got mind you. I saw the video you posted, and you had a bit of a I can't say a hairy chest because you haven't got much of a chest, it was just hair, so.
Oh my god! You can braid. You can braid the hair on my back, brother. You can braid it.
Okay. Do you like motorcycles or cars? Okay. And I'm going to extend that a little bit. You said motorcycles.
Yeah.
Cruisers or crotch rockets?
Nah, cruisers.
Also known as homocycles, but
definitely
whatever.
Cruisers. I mean, if people check my page out,
I saw it. I saw it the other day, man. It was a badass looking bike.
Yeah, Cruisers. Yeah.
What is it that you ride, Mitch?
I ain't got one at the minute. I'm on the hunt for one at the minute, but the one I did have last was a Yamaha Dragstar Classic 1100, and
all right.
It was a nice bike. I loved it. I got knocked off it at one point, and it got pretty smashed up, but I managed to salvage it and rebuild it. Put my own little twist.
I bet that was pretty funny for you.
Yeah, but it was a van as well. A van pulled right across the front of me, and I hit the side of the van and actually went over the bonnet, and I landed on my head and my shoulder. I know what had happened, but all I could think of was I was flying through the air upside down, and I could see my bike going underneath the van, and I was just like, "Fuck no!" Shit. Yeah. And then the guy come up to me a bit, pretty shaken up, like, he was lucky that day. That guy, definitely fucking lucky.
Well, right, I'm gonna finish this on a funny note. Last question: do you or have you ever owned a pair of skinny jeans?
No. Fuck no. Fuck no.
Can you imagine this guy on skinny jeans?
I take the piss out of my cousin all the time because he loves it, and he looks like fucking Justin Bieber as well at the same time with it, and fucking sprayed on jeans, man. Don't have to.
God, okay.
No.
Oh my god.
No. I'm not going to mention who it was, but
Okay.
I saw them wearing some
Ooh.
on the profile the other day, and
Okay.
they actually look pretty
Ooh.
fucking badass in them. And I thought,
You know, very few people.
he's getting away with that. He's getting away
Very
with it.
few people can pull
So-
that off. I feel like.
Yeah, this guy definitely can. No names, but this guy definitely.
Well,
definitely can.
based on
Okay.
everything you gave us, the audience will be able to vote on whether or not you keep your man card when we post this on the podcast profile. Is there any final statement that you want to give to support your case to the listeners?
Look at my pictures, motherfuckers. That's his case.
Well, I'll go back to my man set. I don't give a fuck if I've got a man card or not. So,
No,
but I'd like to have.
That's the chill attitude, Buzz.
I would like to. I would like to get. If I've already got one, I'd like to keep it.
I mean, I think it's in your girlfriend's purse, but you can ask her for it.
no,
Zeke acted like he's not the whip one right now. I know. We know the truth.
Well, no, man.
I'm gonna take a fifth on
man,
that one.
I'm real happy that you came on today, and man, that's all we had. But we wanted to thank you for being on the show and for taking an hour out of your time to talk to a couple of other bearded jackasses. But wanted to thank you and especially thank the audience for listening in. Thank you for being a part of this, and hopefully you guys got to enjoy it. Zeke, you want to add anything?
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely, man. I just want to thank Mitch. Mitch, thank you for taking the time, brother. I know it's late where you are right now. For you guys out there that don't know, Mitch is 8 hours ahead of us. So he's been staying up for us and doing this show with us, and really you've been awesome, dude. You've been very cool to hang out with, and I really enjoyed this time. And thank you guys listening out there for spending an hour with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, lads. You know, it's been a pleasure. I hope everybody tunes in and listens to it. I did the first one and it was brilliant. And I'm sure this is only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and especially the support of the brothers. You know, that they're doing a fantastic job, all of them. I'll give them all a shout out. I'm not going to single anybody out, but all of them across the board are doing a brilliant job. And
hell yeah.
Let's carry on. Let's carry on.
No, but
together.
For all of y'all
Brilliant.
listening, Mitch, you can reach him on Instagram at Mitch_Smith_88. Myself and Zeke, mine is DWatch24, and you can get a hold of Coach Zeke at coach.zeke, Coach Zeke. And we will also be posting information and stuff about this episode. We have a podcast profile on Instagram at warrior.btbofficial. So we're going to do our best to give y'all all the information you need and to let y'all know when this episode will be dropping. And thank you again for listening. And I hope you guys carry on to listen, and we'll be excited to post another episode with you guys. Mitch was great. I had real fun talking to you guys today. Thank you.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Thank you very much, Mitch.
Thanks. Speak soon.
Yeah, you have a good one. Cheers, brothers.
All right, brothers. I'll see you. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Yes. Go.
Later, guys. Oh, he said he got it in.
Fuck Carol Baskin.
He got it in.